Hey everybody, it's Irene with Brainstorm Acres, and today I'm doing something a little bit different.
I'll help out with the advertising as well. I'll advertise on my end. Yeah, because I want people to know.
One of the things I sell in my shop is what they call an annular brooch. Now, annular simply means it's a full closed circle. It doesn't need to be a circle. It can be a heart. It can be any shape you want it, but it means it's a closed circle. This is a typical one. It's just it's got a little Latin phrase on it. It says, "Amor vincit omnia," love conquers all. Around the holidays and also around Valentine's Day, I sell a ton of these because I make them in heart shapes, with and without sayings on them, and then I also make a few in the rounds. What I run up against all the time is that they're very cool sayings and people want them, but they don't know how to use the brooch. This is not a form that's commonly used in the modern world, especially not in the United States. You do still find these in Scotland and England and Ireland because it runs back to the kilt pins and stuff like that, and some of the kilt pins are still made this way. In the United States, we don't normally do it, so Renaissance and medieval reenactors will learn to use them, but sometimes the newbies are kind of going, uh-oh, how do I use this? Because it's not necessarily intuitive. And I've had a couple of people ask me, wow, I really love this. How do I use it? And I told Henry, I actually mentioned it to him the other day. I was kind of waiting for the questions to start coming in, and they have. I do this all the time in my shop, so it wasn't shocking to me that people would not know how to use these because, like I say, they're not intuitive. So for most modern brooches, you have a pin of some sort and you have a catch of some sort. Well, that's not the case with an annular brooch. Basically, the circle or other shape that creates the brooch is actually the catch. So, or maybe I should say the fabric is the catch. But the nice thing about these is if they're put on properly, there's absolutely no way to lose them unless you break either the pin or the fabric is destroyed. So that was one of the big advantages in the old days, that if you put this on your kilt, for instance, your kilt's not coming apart. The way these are used is you take your fabric, whatever it is, shirt, blouse, a scarf, anything, it gets pushed up through the center like this. Now that's my finger in there. I just literally stuck the fabric through the brooch with my finger. Now I'm going to take the pin, I'm going to grab the fabric with my other hand, and I'm going to stick the pin through a piece of the fabric. Wiggle it a little bit, it'll slide right through because it's nice and shiny. And then I'm going to pull it like that, tuck it. There it is, it's on. It's not coming off unless the fabric is literally destroyed or the pin is. It's unlikely that you're ever going to lose this. It seemed particularly important at this time of year because sometimes you do find this sort of thing at estate sales, yard sales even, but that's simple enough. Now it does take practice getting them where you want. Usually it takes a couple of tries, and sometimes if I'm putting it on something, I'll put it on the clothes before I wear the clothes. It's a wonderful cheap way to do it. So if I decided, for instance, that I had some sort of a cloak that I wanted it on, I would probably lay the cloak out and do it in front of me rather than trying to do it on myself, because it's just not as easy as most of our modern pins are. And you may take you a couple of tries to get it where you want it to be, but once it's on, it is on, and that is it. That is all you need to know in order to use an annular brooch. Except you're not supposed to be there. We're gonna have trouble with you with the village when I put that up. She says, I am hell spawned this afternoon because I just got back from the kennel and I'm all excited. So I've been racing around the house, raising mischief. So I hope you find this interesting. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We're planning to do a few more of these because I need to also do one on how you use penannular brooches, and probably a couple of the other things that I make, because you know your mom doesn't usually teach you to do this unless she's also a reenactor. So everybody's got to learn somewhere. So until next time, bye.